Stampers and crafters, thanks for joining me today. Today I would like to feature the half full stamp set. It's really a cute stamp set, and I really enjoyed using it. I wanted to use it for something other than just a card. So I'm going to show you how to make a gift bag for, let's say, it has an adult beverage in it, and it would be for like a shower, a little treat bag to give to someone as a thank you for coming to your shower, to your baby shower, or just a girls get together. So I'm going to feature this stamp right here, Wine Improves with Age, We Improve with Wine, and also I'm going to use the little wine glass stamps. So let me show you what we're making today. It is a small glass of wine. It will fit a small glass of wine, that's for sure. Let me pull this out. It's a small bottle of wine that's probably just one glass, but it's just a cute, inexpensive gift to give to someone. I've really enjoyed putting this together and making it. So let me show you how to do it, okay? And I'm going to start using a retired color so you can see all of my score lines. So just bear with me on this. That way I think it'll be easier for you when you do it. Okay, so we're going to start out with a piece of 8 by 7.5 cardstock. Okay, and we're going to score. Let me get my sheet on here. Okay, we're going to score at 1.5, at 3, at 4.5, at 6, and 7.5. So my 8-inch went across the top. Then we're going to turn it, and we're going to score at 1.5, 2.5, and 6.25. So this is what your piece of cardstock will look like once you have all the score lines in it. Okay. Then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to trim at the bottom. We're going to trim at, put this up here just a little bit. We're going to trim this corner off. Okay, so we have our 1.5 and 2.5 score lines up here. This is 8 inches across. Okay, and we're going to trim here and then trim up to this 6.25 score line all the way across. Okay, so this is what your piece should look like once it's all trimmed and scored. These are my score lines. After we do that, we're going to take the envelope punch board and do some punching. Okay, and on this, this is what kind of gives us our little fold to put our ribbon in. You can see right here, I've got my ribbon going around through here. So we're going to take, this is the 1.5 punch line, and we're going to fold it. And then we're going to punch on each, this is the, 1.5 score line, and we're going to fold it. And then we're going to punch on each one of these lines. So here's what it looks like. And then I have put a little notch here on mine, and then I've drawn the line so it kind of helps me line up. So we're going to put it in there, and then we're going to punch down. Okay, and this is what you have. Don't worry that you've gone into the edge here, it won't matter. Score tape's going to take care of that, or tear and tape. Okay, and then move over to the next line, my next score line, and punch. Okay, now I have gone across and done this on my whole piece. So this is what your product should look like right now. You're punched it all the way across, scored across here, or cut up to these 6.25 score line, and punched it all the way, cut that out all the way across. Okay, now we're going to take our tear and tape, and we're just going to put it across this edge right here. I know it's tear, but I'm just going to cut it. And then along here. Okay. And just cut it. So here's what we've got. Now I told you I was going to use the wine glasses from the image, the stamp, from that stamp set, half full. So I'm going to use these wine glasses right here, and I just want to, and you certainly can embellish this however you want. I'm just going to stamp across the bottom. real quick so you can see. Okay, so we have that. That's just across the bottom. You need to do that before you put it together. Okay, then I'm going to fold on all my score lines. Again, treat this score line right here gently, very gently, because it's already took a little bit of abuse from going through the punch board. Envelope punch board. Okay, I'm going to take off my tear and tape. Maybe. Okay. Then I'm going to line it up. And for me, it just works to do it at the bottom. Right here, line these two lines up and then gently press on the way up. That just works for me. Whatever works for you. You can't really lay this flat and pull it over because it's not even shape. So symmetrical is probably what I'm looking for. Okay, then I have all my tabs that I fold in. Now for this, here's my seam right here. So I want this to be my final one to go in. My seam's right here, and I want this to be my final tab to go in. And I'll just put some more tear and tape on that one. Just seal it up like this. Okay, and my last one to go in, you just kind of work it to make sure you get it in the right shape. Now I'm not fighting it too much because I'm going to come along with some Tombow glue and put some along the bottom, along here and here, that, and then I've already punched out a 1 3/4 inch circle. It's going to go on the bottom. Kind of move it around a little bit. Got a little messy there, so I'm going to put it on my silicone pad, put that bottle of wine in there, and let that sit and dry. Okay, so that won't stick or anything. Now, here's one that I've made in Rich Razzleberry, already done. The only reason I did it in the retired cardstock is so you could see it a lot better. It's kind of hard to see it on the Rich Razzleberry. So now at the top, you're just going to kind of make your little star like this. Push it in, kind of reminds me of doing a pie crust. Just kind of push it in like that, and that kind of gives you that little star image. Pretty cute, pretty fast. So if you had to make quite a few of these, it wouldn't be a problem. Okay, so now I'm going to slip my bottle of wine in there. Okay, and then we're going to finish it off. So the other stamp that I wanted to use out of here was this one, and I've stamped the image, and it will have to be hand cut out. And then I just took Rich Razzleberry and colored in the grapes to give it a little pop of color. I won't finish that, just to kind of give you an idea. And then I took Old Olive and colored in the leaves. And then I trimmed around it. So I have that already done. So now all that's left to do is take my ribbon. And again, I want to find my seam, which is right there. So I'm going to put it toward the back. See, I've got my little circle on the bottom to kind of clean that up. Take my ribbon and run it through this. I didn't cut my point off, so it'll make it easier. Let me trim that off. Okay, run it through here. Remember I told you that score line is, you need to treat it really gently. So I'm not tying it very tight. I'm just tying it to pull it, I'm just pulling it in a little bit. Not real tight. Just to pull it in so it'll hold that bottle of wine in there. And then just trim off my ribbon. To finish it off. I don't have my ribbon scissors, and I can tie my bow upside down, but you get the gist of it, of how it should look. So there you go. That is that easy. Okay, again, you can get that bottle, those little bottle of wines for less than $2, and finish it out like that. And there you have it. So I hope this helped you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Cheers.